Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to teach your dog to jump. Now, you're going to need a broom, a pole, anything you have, and like 2 cereal boxes, maybe a stack of books, something like that, and to put your broom on top. Something super short. You don't want it to be tall. Now you can see, compared to Jinx, it's super tiny. And that's just what's gonna help you teach your dog a base to jumping. And yeah, you're also gonna need a leash, which I've got over here. You may not need it, but if your dog is somebody who likes that extra support like she does, you might want to have it. And either way, have it close if you need it to start. You're also gonna need lots of treats as a reward. And some people like to use clickers. Now, I personally don't use a clicker. I don't have anything against them, but you can also do things like shh, like just a noise, or just say good girl, good boy, whatever. I say good girl or good boy usually, but you don't have to do anything like that. You don't have to do a voice cue or a clicker cue when they do something right, but some people like to do that. Either way, you need to make sure you're rewarding your dog right away if they do the right thing. Oh, look at her, she's doing the tunnel. She knows I have treats. All right, now let's get started. I'm gonna put the leash on my dog. Excuse the bad video right there. Sorry about that. All right, I've got her on a leash. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and loose, okay? I'm gonna get one treat out. You want it to be pretty small, like just something as a reward, because they don't really, while they do understand when a treat is bigger, they still picture a small treat as a reward. So you're gonna show it to them, and then you're gonna guide them over your super tiny broomstick. Good girl! And when she does it or he does it, reward them immediately. Make sure you're doing it immediately. Now, you might have to do that a couple times, and make sure you do it in each direction. Thanks. Good job. Now, what I'm gonna do, since you might have to do that more times than I did, but since she already understands, I'm just gonna take her leash off. All right, now I'm gonna take another treat out. I'm gonna tell her, over. Start applying that voice cue. Now she did it, so I'm gonna reward. Good girl. Then I'm gonna do it the other direction. Over. Good girl. Now eventually, you might be able to hold the treat in your hand or fist and point at the jump, say over. Over. Good job, and give it to him. Now, she's not so great without the leash, so that's why I'm doing it with her instead of Loki. That way, she's just getting a reminder. Over. Good girl. All right. Now, once your dog gets super familiar with all that, you can start raising stuff up a bit. You can put it on a cardboard box. In this case, I'm just using a gas tank. It's empty. Because it's about the right height that I want. Now, I wouldn't recommend going up this high all at once, but Jinx already knows how to do this, so I'm pretty confident. Now, something I like to do, just because this looks kind of up in the air and she might want to go under it, I'm gonna keep these cereal boxes right here. I'm gonna put another pole or a broomstick or whatever you have underneath. That way, going under seems like less of an option. And that also helps them get an idea how high it is. That way they don't knock it over. All right, Jinx, over. Good girl. All right, now make sure everything you do in both directions. Over, over. Jinx, over. Come on, you can do it. Over. This is what I'm talking about. She feels less confident without the leash. Ready? We're gonna do it with the treat. We're gonna do it together without the leash though. Come on. Good girl. This is good for her. She can use this training. All right, Jinx, come. No, don't go around. Come on. Come on. No. All right, you see I got a treat? Come on. No. Let's, and that. Come on. Now I'm gonna do this with her without the leash though. Come on. Come on, Jinx. Come on. Come on, there you go, good girl. Okay, so once your dog understands that, you can pretty much do that, whatever. Make sure to take it slow though. Another thing you can practice, I don't know whether she's done this purposefully before, but you can try an angle jumps. Well, I am gonna put the leash on her for this part. Just to help her feel more secure, because she does get nervous, especially in the garage because it's more enclosed. And if any of you are wondering, I'm doing this in the garage today because it's currently raining outside. Otherwise, I would be out, especially with this nice weather. Okay, Jinx. And I got her leash on. Now make sure if you are using a leash for most of this, when you go over the jump, make sure you're not catching them in midair and like pulling back real hard on their neck like that when they're in midair. You have seen me accidentally do that in many videos, I'm sure. And it is a common mistake. I'm not saying I'm any better than anybody, but it's just try not to. All right, Jinx. Over. Good girl. Now she's pretty trained to, like I don't train her to a clicker or anything, but she knows that when I say, good girl, she immediately looks for the treat. Here, you want one? You sit. 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 Good girl. All right, now, come here. We're gonna angle this a little harder. Come here. Good girl, that wasn't really an angle, but that's okay. I don't expect too much from her, especially because she's not done a lot of this before. Over. Good girl, that was a good angle. Good job. See what I mean? Like, I don't even put much pressure on the leash. And she just like, oh, okay. Whereas she was nervous to do that earlier. Now, thank you guys for watching. I hope your dogs learned this well. I hope this was helpful to you. Have a nice day.